Hello, hello, hello. What is up, everybody? My name is Marcus. Welcome back to Marcus Plays Cards. So, we have a mini graded submission from Get Graded. We finally found somewhere to submit some cards, and we're going to obviously take a look at these grades now that they come back. I was going to do a pre-graded video, but I'm not going to lie, I actually forgot how. So, we're going to just go through what we've got and see. So I'm just going to cover this over so I can't see what they are. So we've got, I believe, 5. Is it 5? Or is it 6? 6 now, because there's my son's card as well. We did have a submission for a Keith Urban signature, but because the card wasn't a verified card from either a sports game and they didn't have the signature, it couldn't be verified. But let's have a look at them, and obviously we can go from the back first, see what we've got, and then we'll flip it over, cover the grade over it, and see what we think they're going to get. So this one we did have back a little earlier, so I do know this card itself, but we'll just go through it. You can see from the bottom here, there is some slight fox around the bottom, especially there on this. And obviously, trying to flip it over without being seen, it is the Dark Charizard from Team Rocket. Now, this is my son's card. Dark Charizard, Team Rocket. Now, if you look pretty close, it's hard to see, obviously, scratches and stuff from here, obviously, with the case going over it. But we got a 6. Now, the 6 isn't terrible for a card that's from, what, 2000? Obviously, surfaces got 5, corners 7, edges 6, and centering was 9.5. So the centering's not terrible, but as you could see from the back, it wasn't too great. With the surfaces being quite low, it'll probably have some scratches on the actual hollow foil. Unfortunately, you won't see it here from the casing and that in it. But I'll tell you what I do like. Where PSA have like the base grading label, everyone's seen that one. Then you've got ace grading with their ace labels. These labels, the premium labels from Get Graded here, I like this colour blend. Now you won't see it very well, but there's actually some fragments up here as well if you look. And they do look pretty good. Now this is a cool card. This is what my son wanted in his collection and he got it graded. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to moan at a 6. Obviously getting anything from a 7 upwards is perfect. You're going to see a cat eating his toenails. Oh yeah, my dad's here as well, by the way, everyone. And see a cat eating the toenails. Thanks, Nero. I think he's going to be disappointed when he sees this grade. We were edging around the 7 anyway when we did this grade. We thought he was going to get a 7, so getting a 6, I'm not too mad about. The centering's great, and obviously the surface damage and that, you were never going to know. But that's a good one for him. I already know what this card is just by looking at the back. This is the Broly that I pulled from Premium Collection. Now, I can't see from when I first had it and obviously from when we submitted it, the edges aren't worn. Although I am looking here and I can see a slight knock in this corner here. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll try and zoom in a little bit closer. It looks a little bit knocked. I might be wrong. But this Broly is incredible. The only thing about Dragon Ball cards, there's so much artwork. And hi, Nero. One second. I'm just going to turn that off because you're going to sit down. Where are you going? He's going to knock that off now. Come on then. Right, don't stop it. Right. As you can see, there's a lot of artwork and a lot of hollow foil and edge, like everything like that. They're very hard to find out what's the center of these because there isn't much. But if you look on the back, centering wise, not too bad. Top to bottom, left to right looks pretty good. But when you look at the hollow foil and everything, it's very hard to tell whether they're surface scratches or what. The corners look great from the top, but I'm hoping a 10, but I'm reckoning a 9. So let's see what we got. Oh! It's not a perfect 10. It's not a perfect 10, and that's because I guess with the surfaces and the edges, which means that knock in the corner, I was right about. But a 10 is fantastic. Now, the funny thing about this card, by the way, sorry for the knock-in. Nero is making himself very comfortable around the back. What are you doing? Come here. Say hello to everyone. Well, you're in the camera anyway. Hey, buddy. I'm very happy about this, but if this had a perfect 10, I would have sent this off to BGS. What are you doing, bud? But a 10 in this is fantastic. And I was right about the edges and the surface. I'm very, very happy with this grade. This is a perfect, and that label is incredible how it blends so well. So what they do here is, instead of with Ace, if you guys know the Ace labels obviously blend like the artwork into the top. What they do is they take the color in from here and add it to their label, and I think they look really, really good. I'm very happy with this grade. Yeah, what a cool card. If it had got a perfect 10, it would have gone straight to Beckett to be cracked and reskinned as a flipping black label because it's thousands. I'll take that. Right. Well, we guess what we got next. I don't know which card it is, but the back looks good. I'm guessing this is going to be the Koraidon, which is also my son's as well. This is my son's Koraidon. Now, the back looks great. Centering looks fine. There's no knocks on the corners here. It is the Koraidon. See, I got it right. Okay, once again, with illustrations and things like that, it's so hard to see surface scratches, but the corners look great. I did notice a little bit here, a little bit of foxing right there, but it's really, really temperamental. I don't know if you guys can see that. So, yeah, but with illustration rares and everything, what you have to remember is that there's so much print to it, it's going to be very hard to kind of figure out whether they're going to get it. Now, left to right on this looks a bit off. If you look at the center in here, you've got a lot less on the silver side to this. I think we get something like, I need to get like a card or something to cover over completely. Or what we do in the next video is we'll get like a sticker that we could put over them, because I can get Dad to put the stickers over the labels, then we can just kind of get it out. Right, I'm going to take a guess and say this has got a 10, but not a perfect 10. Oh, no, the centering's off. I'm going to go 9. Let's see. Is it 9? Oh, a 9 point. That label is incredible, by the way. Wow. 9s across the board. So the foxing in the corner I was right about. Edges, interestingly enough, that was packed and put straight into a thing. So that tells you about quality control. 9.5s across the board. I really fuck with that label, by the way. That's incredible. So a 9.5. It's actually not bad. Squirt's going to be really happy with these. So Squirt's, these are my son's 2 cards. He bought this one. It was 120 quid. And he packed this one. So he's got his retro card and his latest card. These, I really like this label. I'm going to have to get my Miraidon done, I reckon. 9.5 is not bad. Right, we've got another Pokemon. Now, I can tell by the edges on this card that this is the base set 2 Nidoking that I submitted. This is my base set 2 Nidoking from when I was a kid. Now, I'm telling you now, if this gets anything upward of a 7, we're in for a win. But I reckon we're looking at a 5 or a 4 because the corners are nicked, like, quite badly. The bottom's not too bad. The top's quite bad. If you look there, you can see it's nicked there. You can see it's nicked up here as well. Hey, look at that Nidoking. Now, if I'm right, there was some surface scratches and everything. I'm not even going to, like, look at the bottom. Look at the centering as well, top to bottom. Like, there's a heavy, thick line down here, up there, and centering left to right's off as well. I reckon we're looking at possibly a 5 or a 4 here. I'm not going to be mad either way, because this is, like, one of the only few Pokemon cards that has survived the, what, 20, 30 years that this card's been out for. So, you know, I'm going to go with a 5. 4. Do you know what? I'm not mad about that. What do we get? Centering's got a 10. Are you mad? I'm not the only one who sees that, right? Bottom to top. How is that a centering 10? I'm not mad. I mean, to be fair, my goal is to actually get like a 1, a 2, a 3, like a graded all the way up to a 10. So a 4 is fantastic, although I think I own a 4. I think it's a 2 I'm looking for, so a 2 of this would have been great. But a 4, let's be honest, the lower the number, the populations are a lot lower as well, because people don't tend to grade them. Now, we got asked if we wanted to submit this card, if you wanted to check them before we submitted, and I was like, nah, just send them, because, you know, why not? But I'll take a 4, I'm quite happy about that, because anything over a 7 would have been a win. I will take that, because that's nice for the collection. Look at that label as well. That's a nice label. They've done the colouring quite well there. You got a nice blend from light to dark. I really like these. And now we've got, this is the card that my dad submitted. This is the Card Fight Vanguard. I don't know anything about these cards, but if you look, for once the corners are actually perfect. I'm just trying to get these close in for you guys to see. and there. Centering doesn't look too bad. I would say top to bottom's a little bit up down. So I reckon you're looking at, I reckon from the back you probably get centering of a 9.5. But I might be wrong. Alright, there we go. And once again, these illustrations, it's so hard to notice surfacing and scratches because there's so much art on it, and then there's hollow foil as well. It looks clean, and if you put it in the light, you can't see anything, but then it's in a case. Centering's very hard to tell, but obviously with the fact that all of this is down here and not shoved off too much to the left to the right, it's not too bad. So I'm going to take a gamble because of the back here. I'm going to gamble off at a 9. Well, 9.5, but we could be looking at a 10. So, let's find out. I'm good. I'm good at this. 9.5. So surface is 9.5. Like I say, these big full arts are so hard to get because obviously there's so much print, so much hollow foil and everything that goes into it. I do apologise for the glare off of it. These are literally fresh out and clean. Now I know something about these cards though. So we know what set it is. So we've got Silverthorn Beast. And this is why we use the actual store to submit them through, because I know nothing about these cards. And when you submit, you have to submit all of the information. So I have to find out about these. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got time for that. 9.5 across the board. I like the colour blend on the label as well. So, not bad. Is there anything on the top to bottom there? It looks alright from this side. So the centering must have been based on the back itself. There must be surface scratches or something about it, but like I say, with these, with all the hollow foil and that, it's so hard to tell. Not bad. So what do you think about that?
Happy.
Yeah? The label's good. Dad didn't want to be on the shot, by the way. If you want him to be on the shot next time, you have to let us know in the comments. Alright, and now the main event. Now, I'm hoping for a solid grade on this, but I got a feeling I'm going to be disappointed. This is the thing that I submitted because this is a base set pull from Lorcana. Chapter 1, Simba. Now, left to right, it looks a bit thicker on this side. I might be wrong. So I'm already looking at a 9.5 here. Edges. I think we survived the edges, which is a good thing. Might be different on the other side. I can see a little bit on this side. Don't know if you guys can see that. Let me know. I might try and like build a better area we can kind of look at these cards. Obviously, centering's so hard with these from top to bottom because they don't have a border just like the rest of them. And a lot of hollow foil, so scratches and everything are a given. And looking at this one, you know, it's going to be given the scratches. So, I'm going to go for a 9.5 again across the board. I'm hoping for a perfect 10.
Our survey says...
We're so close to a perfect 10. Oh! 10s bar 1. So close. Oh, do you know what? I'm not mad though. Corners 10. Edges 10. Centering 10. Perfect. We are so close to a pristine. Oh, that's so jarring. But that's perfect. At least it got a 10. Like, I'm happy about that. It's such a great card. And like this label is awesome as well. It blends really well with it. I'm really impressed with these Get Graded cards. They've been quite strict on the surfaces though, haven't they? Did they give any card a 10 on surface? They didn't. So they're being quite mean about it. I like a challenge. Wow. That I'm not mad at. I'm happy with that. So the two I submitted got grades that I was hoping for, which was 2 perfect 10s. And this Nidoking came back not terrible. I'm actually okay with this. I like the label as well. Ah, ladies and gents, this was just a small submission just to see how they came back. We're probably going to do like a 10 card submission next. So I will put in the video to show you what kind of cards we're thinking of submitting next. So we'll get those and we'll put those in for you in a minute. And you guys can let us know what you guys think as well. But what do you guys actually think at the moment? Do you think that we did quite well with the grading? Obviously, it's very hard to tell when you look at them from the angle because they're already encased and covered by not just the sleeve that it came in, then the plastic, and now the actual cover that it's in. But that is a great grade. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get some of the cards that we're thinking of sending for the next submission, and you guys can let us know in the comments what you think. Now, I've got a couple more. These are the selections that we've got that we're going to use as a potential submission. So I'm just going to show you guys all of the options that we've got, and you guys can let us know in the comments what you think we should send in, or what ones you don't think. Obviously, if you guys comment which ones are worth it, then obviously those are the ones that we're going to submit. So I've got my paragraph illustration, the Red Eyes Dragoon, which is just one of my favourite cards. It's not the Starlight rare. I wish it was. I've been hunting for that for a while. I've got my secret rare Vegeta, the margin one. I do like this card a lot. We got a Zamazenta V, alternate art. The Blackluster Soldier of Chaos. The Lycanroc illustration. I have about 3 of these, so sending one of these off would not be a bad thing. There's already one in the binder set for Battle Partners. Then we got some classic here. So I picked these up really cheap. So there's the Golem from Fossil, which is one of my favourite cards. So for £2, if we can send him off and he comes back, you know, pretty decent. I mean, he looks alright. I reckon he get at least like an 8. Mr. Fuji, one of the old classic trainers. Once again, I really like this card. This looks in good condition. I've got a Pokemon breeder in 10 already. So to get Mr. Fuji in 10 would be awesome. Rocket's admin from the 25th anniversary. Obviously, celebration sets are going off at the moment. So some of these cards are starting to rocket up. So, you know, sending Rocket's admin in might be a great shout. The illustration rare Karen's Conviction from Matchless Fighters. It's a great card. I have 2 of these, so sending one of these will not be a problem at all. And I think it would be a really cool card to see with that Get Graded label. My favourite Pokemon, Mabostiff. The first illustration I have of him. This is in Japanese. I don't have the Korean set yet for this one. And obviously I haven't pulled the Arven's Mabostiff yet. That will go and get graded if we do pull that one. But I do love Mabostiff. The Tag Team Melmetal and Lucario GX as well. Great card. Obviously, these are starting to get into older generations, so might be worth getting this one graded. My illustration, Hisuian Arcanine. A great card. I think this one looks really good. So this is one of the ones I would like to see encased as well. A gold rare Team Rocket's Crobat. I think to see what they would do with the gold label and that Get Graded label would be awesome. And it looks in really good condition. Obviously, once again, with full arts and stuff, it's just the surface you need to worry about. And after the recent grading, we know that they're quite funny about their surfaces. Then we go for another Enchanted from set 1, the Tinkerbell. If I can get another one in 10, I'm going to be a very happy boy. But this one I think might be one of the ones that I would like to send off 100%. There's the Snorlax promo for 151. 151 has taken a massive boom in recent weeks, so if this thing can come out really well, you're going to be looking at some pretty good money there. Charizard V, I believe another one from Matchless Fighters, if I'm right. It might be, or it's Scarlet and Violet, I'm not sure. But it's a nice card, very basic, but you know, sometimes the basic cards are quite cool to get in good graded. A Mew from Celebrations is rocking off at a 10. Now I've got my Starlight Rare Ossa. This thing is worth a fortune. So I think this one will be a really good one to send off. It looks great. I think that with all of the hollow across it with the Starlight, it's going to be really hard to get a perfect 10 on the surface. Cleopatra from, I believe, is it Assassin's Creed?
It is.
Yeah, from the Assassin's Creed collection. This is a nice card. I'd love to see what they do with the label when they get graded. See what they could do with that one. Articuno V, once again from Matchless Fighters. The illustration ones from Matchless Fighters, if anyone knows Chilling Reign, are really hard to get. But it's a cool card. And once again, I just want to see what they do with that label. And last but not least, this one is a guaranteed being sent because it is my son's again. This is the Radiant Charizard. This one's going to be one of the ones that we confirm. So we're looking to do about 10 this time, just to send them off, see how they get on. And so there's 9 slots available after this. So guys, I have all of that lot. Let us know what you think in the comments, which ones we should send off. If there's any that must be guaranteed besides the Radiant Charizard, you know, let me know which ones you think we should send off. And then obviously we'll get that done. And the next video, we should see them back. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like, that subscribe, and the little notification bell. And we'll see you all in the next one. Take care. See you later.